Fine. Alright. Let's try that again. Alright, so this is Get Dexter. This is a French game from 1986. We are playing as Dexter the android. We're going to try to collect the code, and the main thing that this game has is there's 4 different starting locations, and we really need a specific one to do the route that I've planned out. So we're going to just keep resetting until we get the right one. This is the right starting location, so let's start the route. Thank you. Yeah, so we're playing as Dexter the android. We have our little yellow friend Zunk, who's a foot, and he's gonna help us get the code. The first thing we did was we picked up that blue key card in order to go through that blue door. Each door in this game has a color corresponding to a key card that opens it, but they're all one-way doors, so that's why we can go through that red door even though we don't have a red key card. You can also hover in this game. You just press the drop button and the pull button at the same time, and you can just hover. And we're going to be using that extensively to get to places that we're not meant to get. So the first thing we're going to do is go up here and get this syringe, which we need to get the code from the scientists. And it's really high up there, so we're going to bounce on this bed. I think that's the right timing, and it looks good, so we're going to pick up that syringe. One of the main things in this game is you can see on the briefcase at the bottom left that there's, that's holding the syringe. You can only be holding one item at a time in this game, and that's going to be really important for determining where we go and what we do. So we're going to first go down here and drop the syringe approximately there. That looks good. Now we need this blue key card to go through that blue door. So we're going to get that. Go all the way down here. Open the door, grab the syringe, and then go through. And that is going to let us get to the scientist right here. We give him the syringe, and sorry about the noise, it's really awful, but we got 1 digit of the code. So that's our first scientist done. All we need to do is do that 7 more times, and then input the code at the end of the base to beat the game. The code is random every time, so unless you're willing to do a bunch of resetting and not really play the game, we're gonna actually have to get it. Thank you, Zunk. Zunk, you have to wait for Zunk to go through every door, and Zunk sometimes helps and sometimes hurts. That annoying whistle I'm doing is calling Zunk, which kind of brings him closer to you, but kind of not. Oh no. Okay, that's bad. There's recovery. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so getting the syringe through that area is really hard because the syringe is very wide. Zunk, we're going to need you to move, buddy. Okay, that's fine. Now we need this blue key card. Once again, we're going through a blue door, so... And this blue key card is actually going to be critically important for the entire rest of the game. Or maybe not the entire rest of the game, but it's going to be critically important. And you'll see why later on. The routing for this game is really interesting because, obviously, since there's 8 different scientists, there's 8 factorial. I can't do that in my head, but there's a lot of possibilities for different ways to get the syringes to each of the scientists. Any syringe can be used on any scientist, so that's one of the most fun things about this game, is that it's incredibly complicated to route. This guy's going to go for the alarm again, and we can't really stop him because it's going to cause years of lag, so we're just going to jump over the horde of robots, and yeah, we're at 49. That's not a good number, but it's not terrible. The enemies in this game kind of do generation damage in the sense that, like, you don't really have iframes, and so we're just gonna hope that everything works out. That guy is gonna be in the way. Zunk, what are you doing? Okay. Zunk sometimes gets confused about doors, but that's just, I mean, who doesn't get confused about doors? These are our first humanoid enemies in the game, and you'll see how to deal with them later. They're really scary for the most part, and for the most part, we can't really do anything about them. But so this is our first time when Zunk is actually going to be helpful. In the initial days of running this game, Zunk was just a kind of a nuisance, but turns out Zunk is actually really cool because you can jump on him. And for some reason, when he gets close to a wall, he can just, like, jump on the wall. I don't know how intended that is, but it's pretty funny. So there's a syringe hidden in there, and we're going to also bring that syringe over here. Okay, this is actually working really well. We need this blue key card, and now we're into the scariest room in the whole game. This room has a ton of robots, and they're all really terrifying, so we're just going to hope that they don't kill us. We're at 96 right now, which is pretty good. We need to jump on this bounce pad to get up here. We're going to drop the key card and do that later. We don't have a syringe right now, so... and then we're going to get this red key card and go back in here and use the syringe that we just got. I'm trying to explain the route as we go. It's really complicated, but just, you know, we're doing stuff. Here we're going to push the syringe because you can only have one item in your inventory. We don't want to go through this whole distance so many times. So rather than doing it 3 times, we just do it once with the slower... Oh no! Okay, cool. It's really important to get to that scientist before he launches the alarm and all the robots come in and the room lags horribly, so... This is one of the few parts of the run where we're not carrying anything. It's really important to basically always be carrying stuff because it's important to the... Obviously, there's a fixed amount of stuff you have to carry, and you can only carry one thing at a time. So we're going to go up here. We grab that bottle, and these guys with the weird haircut are, I guess, alcoholics or something. I don't really know what the flavor is, but... they can't move once you give them a bottle, so that's pretty good. Here we're building a giant stack of whatever these things are. I don't really know what they are. Come on, get up there. We can't really do a Zunk cover on that wall in particular. I don't really know why, but it's just, yeah, we need to build that stack. Now we have the syringe, so we're gonna go back down here and do the same thing we ordinarily would do. So far this is going pretty well. Okay. If you get hit by the robot while you're using the pad, you actually don't get it. So it's very important to get there before them. And then in this room, there's another scientist. And we're going to do the same thing we've been doing the whole game to get our number. Okay, we're at 77. That's pretty good. So I'm just going to keep going without healing. And we're going to see where we end up. Here we're going to need Zunk to help us get this green key card. And then we're going to drag that across the whole room. Pick that up. This green key card is going to be useful for later. Once again, a lot of this game is just... you know, getting key cards, getting them to the right place. That green key card is going to be used on that green door. But first, we're going to do a little side quest in this red door area over here. It's important to watch your health, but 74 is pretty good still. So hopefully, come on. We don't need this key card anymore, so we're just gonna go down here and hover across. We got the syringe, so we're gonna go behind here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a little door hidden in here. You have to push that bookcase or dresser or whatever it is out of the way. We're gonna go here. We're gonna drop that. And we're going to do the same thing we just did, which is push the thing while carrying. Zunk, come on. Zunk sometimes does not want to do anything. All right, and hopefully this guy is gonna let us through. It doesn't look great, but okay. It's important that we. Oh, come on, dude. Okay, phew. Getting through that door is really hard because if you are too slow. Come on. Speaking of too slow. Okay, cool. Come on. If you're too slow, the door will close, and then because you don't have the key card, you have the syringe. It doesn't work. It sucks, but that's how it is. Okay, got a little bit chunked by that guy. 55 is not great. We're getting a little boost by walking on Zunk there. That's a neat trick that. Obviously, Zunk's movement is like completely random, so you can't really control it. I'm actually going to heal here. I think this is just a smart play. Oh, come on. Get over there. So we're going to pick up another syringe in this room. At this point, basically all the patterns are established. There's just a lot of rooms in this game. A lot of the rooms in this game we're choosing not to visit at all because they're very slow to go to. So yeah, we don't need the red key card to go out of the back side of that door, so that's nice. And now we can just grab this green key card and go wild. By go wild, I mean push it all the way to the door so that we can open the door and grab the card and do the same little dance that we've been doing the whole time. If you touch that desk chair, your life is over, so don't do that. Zunk! Zunk, get out of the way. If you're standing on Zunk, you can't go through a door, and Zunk sometimes likes to hang out near the door for whatever reason. So that's kind of funny. There's a lot of like random RNG time loss in this game, which is a little annoying, but it's also kind of fun. It's actually not that fun, but anyway, we're gonna call. This room has this little like barrier that appears whenever you go somewhere, and come on, come on, come on. Okay. We're gonna jump on top of it using a Zunk hover, and then that allows us to get up to the second story, which is where we want to be. So. And this is the back side of a green door, so we don't need the green key. We can just go through that. And then we're almost done with the game. This is the 8th syringe that I have right here. We're going to just drop that. We're going to do a hover across the room to get this green key up here. And then go through the green door. Some of these other objects you can pick up and use them for various things, but obviously that's pretty slow. So that syringe is hidden under the bed there. For this part, we're gonna... Oh no. Okay, so I was too far. Just a second. This takes a little bit of concentration to do. So we're going to do a syringe drop and pull across the room to get up to the second story. That's another thing where ordinarily you'd have to build something. And then, wow, lucky. One of these 3 colored panels opens the door. It's kind of random which one, so first thing is really lucky. Get that guy's number, which now I need to start looking. Oh, Zunk, come on. Okay, I'm at 76, so I'm actually not going to heal here. We have another opportunity to heal later if we really need to. And obviously healing is slow, so let's not. Alright, Alright, so we're going to pick up this last syringe and bring it to the last guy, and then we need to actually input the code. We're going to need to find another red key card. This is actually kind of the most annoying part of the run in some ways, but that's okay. Hopefully we won't die. That's the main goal here. So far this has gone pretty well. Nothing major bad has happened, just a couple little things. We're gonna... Oh, come on, it's this again? Okay, so we got lucky on the first try, we got unlucky on the second try, that's okay. That's another scientist that if you are slow, you can summon the robots, and obviously that lags the game horribly. 45 here is pretty scary, so I may actually decide to heal. And in fact, I think I will. If I was really going for world record, I would not. Oh, Zunk, come on, dude. Okay, somehow. The problem with this red key card is that it's really high up, and, oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. These guys just do whatever the hell they want, so get in the door, dude. We're gonna heal again. That's fine. That's why this room is just the worst. Getting that red key card there is horrible, but there's no other place we can really get a red key card, unfortunately. The other closest red key card is like 2 rooms away, so obviously it's gonna be slower to do that. Anyway, this red key card lets us go back into this room that we saw at the beginning of the game. This whole base is kind of arranged like a massive circle. Wow, the scientist has no clue. We just Metal Gear Solided our way through this room, and yeah. I mean, yeah, basically this is a Metal Gear Solid game. That's basically what it is. Hello? Okay, I guess... Cool. And then this is the part of the game, this is where we started, and this is also closest to the exit. So we just made a big circle throughout most of the whole game, and now we're at the end. 4421. Okay, 4421, 3421. Okay, I need to... Inputting the code is a little bit interesting. There's like 4 cardinal directions. So 4, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1. Okay, and that's time. I didn't split it all because this game is impossible to split during, but yeah, that was a pretty good time. Sub 18 is nice. Anyway, that's Get Dexter. We got Dexter, and now this is the computer that controls the satellite, and we're stealing it, and Earth is gonna die in a horrible war, but at least our home planet will be safe. Thanks for watching.